Alright guys, so working on the Chevy Cruze today. My mom was saying that that the AC wasn't working, that there's an alert on the dash. For this one, she was getting that alert right there, AC off due to high engine temp. And I test drove the vehicle for quite a bit, maybe like 10-15 minutes, and I saw that the temp gauge at the top left wasn't rising at all. And through my scanner on the engine coolant temperature, it didn't go above like 56 Celsius. So I'm suspecting with this is because of maybe the thermostat stuck open or broken, but verified that the engine isn't overheating, but it isn't heating up to normal operating temp. These are the codes I was getting: P0128 coolant thermostat, coolant temperature below thermostat temperature, I believe. And then a generic P0128 regulating temperature, which is the same codes, but sounds like the engine is not reaching operating temperature. And I did have a third code, and this is only because I disconnected one of the coolant temperature sensors just to ensure that it was reading correctly before I deemed that it was a temperature sensor. Once I unplugged it on the scan tool, it read negative 40 degrees Celsius, which is not accurate at all. So I knew that sensor was working for sure. All right, so since I do suspect that the thermostat is open, I'm gonna be removing the thermostat and replacing it first, since it's not reading operating temperature. The thermostat is actually in this area right here. Should be right there. Yep. Right there where that coolant hose is at. That's where the thermostat is. And as you guys may know, that these vehicles do come with a lot of plastic coolant parts, so I've decided to get a aluminum metal thermostat, hoping it lasts longer. So hopefully it's all good. I bought the more expensive one off of Amazon called Midzone. So wish me luck. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is take off this intake boot right here to gain access to that thermostat housing. Need this one right here, this clamp, and then this clamp. And then since we do have the turbo open, I'm gonna put a rag or something in there so no dirt falls in there. Now we're just gonna release this little hose right here, get some more room. Just like that, kind of get it out of the way. I'm gonna release this connector. And now we're just gonna release the spring clip and then pull this hose back. And this, make sure you have a drain pan under to catch all the old coolant. Now we're just gonna let that drain. And then there's just 3 bolts you gotta remove. These are all gonna be E10s, just 3. There's one right here, and then one below this other coolant hose. Now I can practically pry this thermostat off and then get that last coolant hose off, and then we can pull it off. This is definitely right here one of my favorite tools to get stubborn or hard to get to hose clamps. One of my favorite tools, but put this on the hose clamp, use the pliers to compress it, and then it'll hold it in the open position. Alright, so as you can see, this thermostat's super corroded. There's some blue, like chalky stuff on it. Not 100% sure what that is. Kind of looks like silicone, but not too sure. But the tabs that hold the spring in for the tensioner are broken, which go here and here. As I was taking it apart, the spring assembly kind of fell out from it, but on the inside too, or on the outlet side, it looks all corroded as well. But yeah, I would say definitely needs replacement. So this is the new assembly, metal housing, and then the old assembly, original one with plastic housing. You can see this spring's supposed to be compressed all the way down, held in by these two tabs that are broken. And since this one is a metal housing, this one actually has metal tabs holding that top plate in. So hopefully this lasts a lot longer than the OEM one, hopefully. Hopefully the sensor is good since it's aftermarket. If anything is wrong with it, I'll probably just end up swapping over the OE sensor. Actually, it looks like it's part of the housing, so maybe not. Now we just gotta clean the mating surface of the thermostat. Just gonna take a rag and a razor blade to the surface if I need to. Take out all the gunk that kind of fell in there, all the dirt and metals and whatever it was. Now we're just taking a razor blade to the surface. Clean off any material. Alright, so now we're just gonna install the new part, the new thermostat. Just gonna install the hose first that goes on the side. Those are all secured. Don't know the torque spec, but just gonna snug them. Now I'm just gonna reassemble it back together. Pull this out. Oh, almost forgot one thing. Coolant hose clamp in the back. Can't see it, but I still have it undone. Alright, last thing to reassemble is this intake pipe. That's it. Everything's back together. Now we gotta add coolant and bleed the system. Alright, now we're just gonna top off radiator fluid or coolant and then start the purging process. Alright guys, so I just finished up that job. I did my coolant purges, and then I just test drove the vehicle real quick, did a quick inspection, making sure there was no leaks of where I did my repairs. Everything turned out good. Temperature's not reading, gauge is working, and no more AC disabled due to high temperature alert. So we are in Arizona, so it's 100-degree days, so that's why I got this car to work on, because of that complaint, because there's no AC in high temperatures like that, and it sucks. So but it was a quick, easy fix. The parts I purchased were on Amazon. It was a metal version instead of the plastic OEM versions. Hopefully this one lasts a lot longer. Hopefully it doesn't fail on me too quickly, but so far, I mean, everything was good with that. If you guys have any questions, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you out.